It starts with a wizard. He's old and he's wise, and though he is small, there is strength in his size. The Goliath from the west, he's not smart, but he's strong. The Flagon Slayers, this is their song. Now the warlock, he's lost all the memories he had, 'cause to deal with a demon went seemingly bad. And the druid on his quest to save the shadow plane. When you hear tortured souls, you'll remember his name. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on. The cleric, she heals in the light of the moon. She wants to find purpose, it'll come someday soon. Then the rogue draws his sword, metals clashing again. When it comes to a duel, he will always win. They're the Flagon Slayers, they drink and they fight. They're the Flagon Slayers, by day or by night. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons on the Flagon Slayers Twitch channel. I've got my player's handbook. Everyone else, where's yours? Did you do your homework? Did you do your level?
I did not do my level.
Okay, well,
later.
yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Don't
So-
we need to level? You know who?
You don't. You're fine.
Okay.
You're fine. So, in case you missed last week, we did a special stream, right? That was last week. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Cancer.
Okay.
Last
week we did a special
micro
stream.
RPG.
Go watch that. It was really fun. It was me, Caleb, and Abby. It was great. The week before that, we had our normal adventure. The party kind of reevaluated everything after defeating the Beholder. Yay! Thank you. I just got
Food?
food.
Hey.
But reevaluated everything. Genevieve took back control of the clasp. Niccolo tried to go steal something from Mathis's house. Much to his dismay, the thing that he stole was a rage-inducing iron helmet. And as Niccolo was rampaging through the streets of Emon, he came across a turtle and a large Goliath, which was revealed to be Locknar. Locknar made quick work of Niccolo, as Niccolo exploded from sheer rage. And that will be where we pick up tonight's session.
I forgot
So,
nothing.
We're gonna go ahead and say it's the morning.
No.
You guys are well rested at the guild hall, and is Genevieve there, Abby, or is she like now back with the class?
Probably.
Oh God, Jacob.
I feel like we already.
We had a toast for her at the end of last, and then we cut over to Thea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say she probably went back.
Okay. Okay. So, Brady, do you have something to tell me?
Not yet. Not yet. We're just very, very close.
I don't like the sound of that.
So, you guys awaken around 8. As you are beginning to stir, you hear someone running up the stairs. Immediately, Anzu, your door flies open. You see Turk standing in front of you. There's you you need to come downstairs.
Okay.
And then he immediately bolts, waking everybody else up.
Okay.
Stop knocking so loud. It's so early.
We agreed. Quiet hours.
I think I drank too much at Genevieve's toast.
Everybody
really
wake
late.
up!
Yeah,
Apparently,
exactly.
there's a Tarrasque downstairs.
Really playing the part.
Why are you going downstairs?
Why am I going downstairs? I don't know. I was just told that there was something big happening. Maybe we're getting arrested again. I don't know.
Flagon's gonna wait upstairs and see how this all plays out.
All right. Flagon just listening.
I'm gonna
So-
slowly head back.
And as you go down, you hear a familiar sound, like a chainsaw going into a tree, and you feel the room kind of shake a little bit as you see a large figure slumped over the bar, and then off in one of the corners is a giant turtle shell sitting, seemingly asleep.
Absolute
But you see Locknar at the bar, a little bit different dressed than he used to be. You see a large green and yellow sash across his chest, and you see like on his hands the bracers that he got. That was one was gold and one was silver. They've now been refined into like these like they look like gloves almost. But they're fingerless, and they're made of metal, but they flex as if they're made of leather. It's an interesting magical enchantment.
He's back from his training. Is there like a mug or something next to me?
Yeah,
I'm gonna take it and throw it at him.
okay. Make a dexterity check.
Me or him?
You.
Natural 20.
Jesus.
Natural 20
The
Out of
first
the
roll in the game.
out of the 30 dice you just rolled.
You're just cherry picking.
That was sorry. That was me. Sorry.
Oh, that was Corey.
Oh.
I forgot to get my dice tray set up. Silly me.
Sorry, guys.
I also thought that was Hunter.
Yeah, I was like, man, he just rolled 60 dice. So, you grab a mug off one of the tables, and you hurl it at Locknar. Locknar, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw,
Okay, I haven't
and we'll
played as
say
long.
you have it. You'll
I
have
actually
advantage.
I had to go searching for my character sheet because it was deep down in my things. So that was fun. That was a fun look. Okay. 17.
You have advantage.
Oh, okay.
What's happening?
Anzu's trying to wake up Locknar.
17.
So Locknar, after having the fun that you had last night with Sheldon, you're a little bit slower, but you do manage to, right before the mug hits you, you kind of deflect it off and it tumbles over.
I don't do a full catch and crush it in my hands or anything cool like that.
No, he rolled a 20. You rolled a 17.
Rip.
But Sheldon's head pokes out. What is... and then he just reaches out and grabs the mug and pulls it into his shell, and you can hear him drinking whatever is left inside.
What
I'm
the
glad
fuck
you're
is
back,
that?
buddy.
What do you want?
You've made my life very hard. You left me with all these idiots.
That was your choice, dude.
That was-
I got the hell out. I just came by to say hi.
Oh, well. So are you leaving again?
Am I reading?
You're
You know
leaving
damn well I can't read.
again? Are you hungry? Huh?
Yeah.
What do you think? You've known me long enough. I'm always hungover. That's why I'm always angry, you dipshit.
You see Sheldon's head poke out again. Well, actually, we came to hire you for a job.
He came to hire you. I want no part of this. And
What's the
I strongly argued against it. But this dude is stubborn as a He's stubborn as a
Elephant, turtle, dragon, squirrel.
Jackrabbit.
He's stubborn as something. It's got the big shell thingy.
Turtle.
His head looks like a ball sack a little bit.
Big shell ball sack.
You know what I'm talking about, right? You know, hard gel, head like a ball sack. That thing.
Anyway, we came to ask if you would help us with a shipment that we're taking to the Emerald Outpost.
No, we did not say anything. You are saying that.
Well, my humble apprentice is... Yes, I want you to help, and he is tagging along because he is still learning.
Where's the Emerald Outpost?
Unfortunately.
It is in between Emon and Singorn.
You massive ball sack.
Yes, but I suppose we could.
I would like to slide down the pole.
You fly down the pole.
Can I make a?
You see this conversation.
Can I make a dex saving throw?
If you
Because
want.
My character's hungover.
Sure, go right ahead. It's gonna be hard for him to read numbers.
14.
You don't quite stick the landing, but
I'm
you
there.
make it. The room spins a little bit.
Oh, don't talk about spinning. I spun my chair a second ago to grab my dice, and I sat there for a second. I was like, no. Don't drink a lot, guys. It's not fun, no matter what people tell you.
It's fun in the moment, but not in the end.
Fun, oh my god.
I don't know what you're talking about. Hungovers are the best part about it.
So, Animus, you come up on this conversation. Sheldon continues. Yes, well, we want to hire you all to help us.
Again with the we, it's you insufferable ball sack.
Locknar, what did I say about talking to me like that?
I don't
He's the
care.
ball sack.
My apprentice does not know his place, but neither here nor there. I would like... See, I said I, Locknar. I would like for you to help us take a shipment of our ale to the Emerald Outpost.
Okay, and how much would you be paying?
We would pay a tenth of the price of the ale.
Which would be...
Well, Locknar's usually the numbers person. Locknar, how much money?
That's not a good thing.
You guys are either
It would be a lot.
making a lot of money or no money.
Well, let me put it this way. We'll give you...
It would be at least 1 gold.
Yes, Locknar is right. 1 gold is... I feel like there's more zeros, Locknar.
Oh, there are. I'm just saying, at least 1 gold. I can't remember off the top of my head how much it would be, but
That's
it's
my
at
wise apprentice.
Well, I would have to speak with the others, but we are on a bit of a time crunch.
Oh, well, this would only take a few days.
Yes,
Nothing for the Flagon Slayers.
We don't really have a few days, unfortunately.
Oh, come now. What's so pressing?
I walk into the kitchen.
My son is dying.
You see
Ow.
Sheldon reaches behind the bar, pours himself a drink, takes a sip. It's only a few days. I mean, come on.
I'm gonna kill this guy.
Do you have evidence that he is dying?
I walk
Yes.
back out of the kitchen.
What
with
is
a
your
piece of
evidence?
Well, we scried on him and he's dying.
Where's his tombstone? Ho ho ho.
Can I cast polymorph on Locknar?
You can try.
Was he
I will
dying?
try.
I thought he was just in a prison.
He was held prisoner.
Yeah, he's not
Well,
dying.
Yeah. Let me look up polymorph really quick.
While he's trying to cast polymorph, I'm gonna go counterspell and throw my piece of toast at Anzu, and that's my counterspell.
Locknar, make a wisdom saving throw.
Are you shitting me?
Which, hang on a second. I think now that you're a monk, you have proficiency in wisdom saving.
Well, yeah, we didn't really do the whole level up.
Yeah.
Well, level 14 by barbarian.
No, you do not. You do not have proficiencies in wisdom saving throws.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I roll, and you help me through.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's how I like to play D&D.
Roll a natural 13. What's that get me?
What's your wisdom modifier?
+1 as a level 14 barbarian.
Well, it's not going to increase when you level. Yeah, I think that failed.
Yeah, it did. Locknar, you're a newt now.
So, Locknar, you drop to the ground as a newt.
I would like to put him in a jar for now.
Okay, where are you putting the jar?
I would like to bite him as he tries to grab me.
Okay.
Newt don't have teeth.
They can gum you.
Yeah, you can
I guess.
You can get gummed.
It's like a fish when they try to bite you.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
got a little bit of like a.
Alright, now I'll scratch him. I don't care. Newts have claws, right?
No, they just have these soft, floppy feet.
I really-
Anyway, I'll put like a cup of water and drop him in there for a little bit.
Okay.
Savage.
Look, I will talk with the others, but we really are on a bit of a time crunch.
Anzu, I completely understand that. But if we don't get this shipment, then the world is going to end.
How so?
Man, we're really in on these world-ending adventures lately, aren't we?
Everybody else are starting to kind of wake up and get around. Well, you see, the man who ordered the shipment is a very influential man. And if he doesn't get what he wants, he's threatened war.
And who is that?
Locknar, what was his name again? Captain, what was it? Started with a D. Oh, wait,
Animus, what did
Locknar's-
he say?
Locknar's a newt. Oh,
What
he
did
can't
who
really
say?
talk, can he?
Animus,
newt?
Locknar, you know, you can speak with animals and things. What did he say?
Oh,
Hang on a
think
second.
He said.
No need, my friends. He goes over and he plucks Locknar out of the water glass and just hurls him at the wall. Locknar, you take 8 points of damage, and the polymorph breaks because that is more than a newt's
That
HP.
is hilarious.
So Locknar, boom, you hit the wall as a newt, and then you like full on like Looney Tunes into the wall as Locknar.
Is there anything by me that I could throw?
There's a few chairs.
It's like he
Nice.
knows.
The dragon head.
One chair at Sheldon and one chair at Anzu.
Okay,
That's
Andrew, make a
two
dexterity saving throw. He has 2 attacks in his turn,
No.
basically.
17.
Okay. Yeah, you jump out of the way. You see Sheldon actually catches the chair and he throws it back at you, Locknar, but it barely misses you.
Do I not get an attack roll? Come on, man.
This was more for flavor. Oh, I got it. It's Captain Dietrich.
I feel like that's important, but I don't want to write it down.
Nope, not ringing a bell.
Well, just because you don't know him doesn't mean that he's not important, Anzu. You should know that. I didn't know who you were. Locknar had to remind me on our way here.
Well, Zygon! Cirrus?
Is the Tarask gone?
Yes, the Trask is gone.
Can I get some breakfast?
Yeah, you can get what in the fuck? Are you guys?
There's a piece
Do you
of
guys want to take
toast,
this job?
next to Anzu.
I would like the chef's special,
Jesus.
as always. And I like do this cool like finger gun thing toward the kobold.
The kobold chef finger guns you back, and then you see two kobolds bring out this large pot of boiling oil, and then they lay out sticks around the pot of boiling oil, and then you see them put meat on each stick, and then the chef goes, "Ah!" and he dunks a piece of meat into the boiling oil, and then he pulls it out, and you see it's fully cooked, and then he pulls it off the skewer and eats it.
You get a thumb up, sir.
They go back to the kitchen.
Well,
You guys are all down there now.
Pull down. Yeah,
Well,
just pull down.
Anzu, I understand you want to get to your son to be able to save him and stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is on the way, to be fair, and you know, we can never do wrong with more money, so
Uh-huh.
maybe just, I mean, if it's on the way already, we might as well.
But what I'm saying is we could just teleport there.
Yeah, we could teleport to the Emerald, what is it?
See, that's another problem, Anzu. The Emerald Outpost has multiple magical wards on it, and that's one reason why we didn't teleport there.
We could teleport down to Onoa and walk from there.
True.
It'd be a lot closer.
But would you be able to teleport our cargo?
Yeah, if we put it in the middle of the circle. We've
Shit.
done it before.
Well, come with me.
Do we have a teleport circle in Onoa?
Oh, we'll go with it.
He opens the door, and you can see out in the street there's about 20 carts full of ale.
Son of a bitch.
Why do you have this much? Why do you not have any guard?
Anzu, there's me and Locknar. We don't really need guards. I mean,
How
come on.
did you get the 20 carts here?
Locknar is very strong.
Then he can be strong enough to take you to the Emerald Cove.
It's the Emerald Outpost.
Here-
Great, I hear they have great eggs over there.
Anzu, wait, hold on. Here's another thing, though. If we do this job with them, then Locknar may be able to come back and help us in some of our fights, maybe.
That's a
in the
bold
future.
statement. I don't like you people anymore.
Do you see
It's
what
good to
I
see
mean,
you, too.
Adamus? He doesn't like you, he doesn't like me, he doesn't like anyone in the guild anymore. As far as I'm
Lockar's going
concerned.
through his temperamental teenage phase. I'm sure he'll be fine.
I'm middle-aged, you twat.
Locknar.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Nicolo's still coming through.
Oh.
I'm middle-aged, you bonehead.
There you go.
That's
Animus,
that's
as
more
far as I'm concerned, we have more money than we know what to do with.
I don't think it would hurt to help them out, though. I mean, if Locknar doesn't like us right now, maybe helping him out brings him back to the group, and that might not be such
I mean,
a
he
bad
did
thing.
leave us high and dry at our moment of need. I don't want to be the guy to point this out.
You and I both know Locknar enough
murder
to know that he does not care if we help him or not.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Am I the one that was talking about eating children all the time when I first met you?
Was I the one looting children at any point?
I
You do what?
really,
He didn't need it.
really feel like the
Locknar, you notice
looting
that
a
there is a
child,
new
eating a
member of the
child.
guild that you have not seen before. He is a black-skinned tiefling with a broken horn and then one that kind of goes up like that.
And I'm trying to do like cool knife tricks to look really cool, but just
Are you
not.
leaning up against the wall while you do it?
Oh,
Like
absolutely.
one of your arms crossed and the other one's just kind of
Yes.
up, like doing
Yeah, I'm kind of doing this, doing kind of like.
yeah. What people? Yeah, the whole finger thing.
Who's that fool that's trying to look really cool and is not looking cool whatsoever?
I pick up my knife.
the new
I throw it at
Locknar.
him.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Are you trying to hit him or hit next to him?
I'm kind of aiming at him.
Ah, He can take it.
Oh, that's
What's your armor class, Locknar?
I haven't checked this for long. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
is it my dex?
17.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dex.
That would be a 12.
That does not hit.
Cool.
Or it does, and it just.
Off of one of Locknar's glorious pecs.
He,
You
like,
see him just kind of
bounces.
flex and it hits.
Or all muscles.
He just stands there for a sec, bouncing his pecs. Oh, that
Very
was
cool.
no, that was too hard. I can't do that noise.
But I see that this is taking a little bit more to motivate you, Anzu. Please, I have something that I want to show you. No one else.
Show me.
So he goes to one of the central carts. You see him pull out this small, like, scarlet chest. You see him pull a key out of one of his bags, and he opens the chest. And you can see resting in this is a probably it's about the size of a beer can. This elixir-looking thing.
Why do you want me to drink it?
Not right now. So, I was going to give you this as a gift, but I see it as maybe more of a motivation now. This is a 1,000-year elixir. It has been distilled for 1,000 years, even before the monastery was established.
Yes.
We theorize that it is so good that it could bring someone back from death within reasonable time, of course.
He needs that. Are you guys
So-
are you guys on a sidebar right now? Is that what's happening?
Yes, that is what they're doing. So, for clarification, this is a potion of resurrection.
Ah.
I would like to have an interaction with Locknar before they come back.
I
Okay.
would love to have an interaction with that dipshit.
I was gonna have an interaction with them as well. This can only go well.
I want to cast Inspect on it.
You don't know if it's due to the thousands or thousand of years of aging or what.
Does the inspect actually pick up if it's actually 1,000 years old, or is it one of those century eggs where it's only 100 days and people say
It
it's
only
100
picks up
years?
like what it actually does. It doesn't pick up like.
Yeah, it
old.
doesn't.
Um,
Yeah. But
Basically,
It
if
has-
actually does bring people back or not.
Isn't it?
it has a
Identify?
very yes, it is identify, but he says inspect. It's fine. I know what he means.
I don't.
It is what he says it is. It is a potion of resurrection.
And how long would someone need to be dead for it not to work?
Well, let's look up resurrection really quick.
I think I just read the spell. It's like 100 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Resurrection. So we could just kill you, go do the quest, and then bring you back when we get the potion of resurrection.
Does Locknar know this is in play?
No.
Great.
Yeah. It says you touch. Well, okay, so this is if you cast the spell. You touch a dead creature that has been dead for no more than a century. So if they've been dead for over 100 years, it doesn't work.
But if
Okay.
it's less than that,
I think
If it's less, it's literally like 99 years and 1 day before 100.
doesn't their
it would still
soul
work.
have to want to come back or be available to come back as well?
Yes.
What do you mean available to come back?
Well, if you're
It can't be owned by any demons or any other creatures.
if you
Okay.
so if you're a warlock, right, and you have a contract with a demon, when you die, your soul goes to that demon, so you can't be brought back.
So it
in
wouldn't
any
work
way.
on me.
It wouldn't work on you because your soul is promised to the Raven Queen.
Okay.
And it wouldn't work
Sheldon.
on
No,
Zygon.
I mean it could work on him still if she allowed it to.
Mhm.
It's not because you're not technically a warlock. It's if the celestial being or deity allows you to come back. So like in Zygon's case, he would probably be able to be sent back because Fraz has plans for him. And in your case, I mean,
Whack.
you're trying to stop the merging of all the planes, which is something that the Raven Queen wants from us. So it would work on you. In my case, it probably wouldn't work because he's a dick, and I need to kill him.
Hypothetically speaking, of course. All of this is hypothetical.
Yeah.
Sheldon,
Mm-hmm.
I will agree, but I want this potion up front.
Just takes it and runs.
Make a persuasion check.
Let me persuade him for advantage.
Why?
Just because I think I can.
Because you rolled poorly?
No, because he has... If I take it up front, there's no reason for me... Like, what the fuck am I going to do with it up front?
I don't know. You might kill somebody and bring back life. I don't know.
Okay, I'll just roll. That's not a bad roll. What is
It's
it,
not a
charisma?
high DC. Yeah,
19.
19. I will give you the potion, but I get to keep the key.
What about the key?
He shuts the box, locks it. This key. I'll give you the key when we're done.
So I have the box, but
Yeah,
not the
box, but
Move
not
the
the key.
potion.
key. Okay, I'll just put it in my sack.
That was a good deal, Sheldon. That really worked out. You got him. You got him. He's talking to himself, and you're less than
that's
2
great.
feet away.
Oh, yes, you did. Okay, well, let's try to figure out a way to speed up this process of getting all your stuff there.
I think that's a great idea. But over breakfast beer! And he goes back into the guild hall.
No. No beer.
All right,
So-
Mr. Wanted to have an interaction with Locknar. What's your question, Hunter?
Are all these wagons, I imagine they're being pulled by like a whole caravan of horses?
Yeah, it's or like oxen. It's more akin to like oxen.
Locknar is not an oxen. Locknar is an individual.
And one of them is being towed by Locknar for his training, yes. All right, Zygon, you and Locknar are kind of sizing each other up a little bit. Locknar, you notice that there's strange etchings on the left side of Zygon's face. And you can see on one of his arms, like on his hand, that there's some strange markings.
You certainly got uglier.
Could say the same about you, and I'm gonna look at his little cufflink thingies.
Yeah. As you two are kind of sniping back and forth, Zygon, you hear this, and on your shoulder is the pit fiend. Master, do you want me to kill him?
I give
What
you the
the-
signal.
Holy shit.
If I give you the signal, and the signal will be pumpernickel,
Ah, yes, Pumpernickel, the most devious of breads.
of course.
That is one of the greatest things you've ever created.
And while I'm looking at his little thingies, I'm gonna notice his hands. I'll be like, oh, there's some impressive hands you have there.
I mean, I'm willing to show you up close in person if you really want to get to see them.
Oh, I'd like that very much, but I think I have something different in mind. Have you ever given a massage before? I've come into contact with another barbarian. Terrific.
Yeah.
I'll pull out my alchemy jug and start dumping oil. Be like, I'm ready to go, man. Right here.
This is seductive.
There's some tension here.
This is
Light. You ready?
You know, if this fighting is, if you're over it, you could always have another career too.
Go ahead, lay down on that table. I'll give you the best massage.
oh god.
I feel like you two
Zygon's
should
gonna
leave
do
the
it.
room.
Zygon's gonna do it.
All right, Zygon, you take off the top of your clothing, lay down on the table.
I ship
Locknar, what are you doing?
Locknar.
I'm gonna set a
Gives
table
a
over
good
and
stretch.
watch.
Gives one of these. And you hear it. Obviously, not going to work. Sound effects aren't going to work on this end. But a nice, good crack that comes from these guys. There's one of these. One of these. And he starts massaging.
Okay.
Very nicely. Very nicely.
Zygon, it's not as good as the one you got yesterday.
Can I cast
But,
guidance on him?
If you want, yeah.
Yeah, I'll cast guidance on him.
Okay. It gets a little bit better with Animus's help, but it's still nowhere near the professionals. Locknar's going to need a lot more training to get better. Yeah, every once in a
He's
while.
got potential.
Yeah, he's got potential. Every once in a while, he digs a little too deep, and you kind of like pull up a little bit from the pain. But it's not bad.
The pain is necessary. The pain is good.
Who would have thought? Barbarians, excellent masseuses. What are they gonna? Great.
I would try it out myself, but every time I try to get a massage, they end up popping some of my feathers off. So that's a little too painful for me.
That's fair.
Yeah. Also, that hot oil kind of starts making my skin smell a little too delicious. So.
Wow. Okay. So, Anzu, you and
I'm gonna be better to help them. I would like to switch my side on helping them.
okay. Anzu, you and Sheldon take about an hour to kind of figure things out. There's a few things you could do. You could use the reduce enlarge spell to make these things smaller, so that you could like pack them all on one cart and then kind of move it, but that would cost a lot of your spell slots. The other thing that you could do is consolidate them, because you can see they're not super packed well. Like there's one keg on a cart basically. So if you wanted to, you could probably consolidate them to 5 carts.
What the fuck? That's how light they are?
No, it's just that they've got 20 carts, and each one of them has one cask of ale in it.
Okay.
Like they did not pack.
They're not a
them well. You could
big
fit
numbers group, you know.
No, they're not a numbers people.
They just
they're
put
not a numbers
everything on
people.
these carts, and they're like, okay, time to take them.
Yeah, time to go. A lot of them are drunk most of the time.
Okay, I have an idea. You said if we consolidate them, we would have 5 cards. So what if we do that, and then I use enlarge or reduce, and I wouldn't have to use as many spell slots?
That is true, yeah. Let me double check. That doesn't have to be a creature, I don't think.
Because as long as like the contents are in the wagon, everything's gonna get reduced.
What is an object? Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
buy a really big bag of holding.
Yeah.
Just put everything
Okay.
in.
Let's do it.
All right, so you shrink down. That's going to cost you 5 spell slots.
Yep, there.
But it makes them, let's see, it halves their dimensions. So they go from like, those little like cars that little kids get that they can drive in, like the Barbie Jeep or whatever. It's like that size now.
Or what if we do that, and then transport them all, right? Or teleport them all?
You can get the. You can't get them into the outpost, but you can get them close.
How
you
close?
can you could do Onoa. So just for reference here, okay. So Onoa, let me see if I can. Okay, so Onoa is right here.
Mm-hmm.
The Emerald Outpost is right here, whereas Emon is up here. So if you teleported to Onoa, you could maybe get there faster, but there's not a road that's been constructed to go there yet. You'd have to go through like game trails, basically.
And how long would that take?
Depends on how good your ranger is at tracking and going through the wilds.
Is there like a figure?
It might take.
Amon.
Amon going straight there would take like 5 days.
Uh-huh.
Going from Onoa with someone who's competent at traveling in nature would take maybe 2 to 3.
I'm pretty
Okay.
good at that.
Cool. Let's do it.
Okay.
I'll relay the plan to everyone.
All
Put it
right.
into action.
So everyone now has the plan.
I would like to
So-
bring up an interesting point about this expedition. Sorry, this is now Caleb losing all motor functions and abilities. I still haven't finished my Araminte, and if we're going straight into what is assumingly where some of the, the guy with the sword is holding your son and stuff, and we're heading down towards that direction anyway, maybe we take a quick trip over to the islands, and I can finish the Araminte. It only takes a day for me to do these quests. Well, not even a day. You guys were there last time. It took about half the day to do, and if we're already down there, I think it would be helpful if I finish that off and reach my full strength as a Shari member. Cool. So
What?
I like the feedback.
I nod in agreement.
I'm not.
I don't know
I'm kind of
what islands.
okay. So there's islands off the coast.
It's basically in between Amon and Marquette.
Yeah, it's off the coast down, but we've never gone south on this like world before.
It's
So
by boat. It's about a week-long journey.
yeah,
Fuck that! No, that's not happening.
But you could probably fly there faster.
Yeah, I could definitely fly there.
What, like fly how?
There's a
As
lot
in,
of
like,
ways.
Yeah. Animus has many ways to
I
fly.
could also just go by myself. If we get down to Onoa and then I fly off and finish the Araminte myself and then meet you on the road or something.
I guess.
I'm just trying to help out. I mean, if worse comes to worse, we might as well all be at the best strength we can be, right? And since the Araminte is, for me, the way for me to get stronger, I mean, this is the last quest I have, and if we're already going south, I feel like there's no reason not to strengthen myself to the full potential I have as a druid. Right? Here's a question for you, Anzu. If there was a possibility that you took an extra day or two on the road that got you an insane spell that you can't unlock yourself, but it's going to help a lot for the fight upcoming, would you take that extra day to try to get that spell?
I suppose.
Okay.
Go ahead if you want.
Well, I'm going to travel with you guys. I'm going to help on this, and then whenever we get down there, I'm going to try. Luckily, usually it's very hard to find oh god, I forgot the name of the water Ashari one.
Let me get that really quick.
Please. I just looked it up too. My brain's mush. It's like Ves something.
Vesra.
Vesra, yeah. Yeah. I mean, Vestra usually is very hard to find because it's moving, as many of the Ashari, as all of the Ashari places are. But because I have something that shows me the exact location of it, I'm able to get there very quickly. So once we finish this shipment, I can fly off, or you guys can come with me, or whatever, and we can see what happens.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds good. I wanna go over to Anzu and like grab both his shoulders and just look him right in the eyes. We're gonna get your son, Anzu. Don't worry.
You need a minute.
It's only like third on our list.
It's only down our list.
I swear it's top 5.
I swear it might be. Hold on, it's actually 7 on the list. I had to relook.
My bad.
All right,
I
let's go.
re-examined this.
Maybe 8. We gotta do a little shopping.
Yeah. Shopping. Then there was also picking up some food from.
Wait
Onoa.
a second. There
Meat
might be a
man.
problem to your plan, Anzu.
Mm.
I think reduce and enlarge, or enlarge and reduce, is a concentration spell.
He could concentrate on it, right?
Yeah,
you
it
can't
is.
concentrate on multiple castings. Is the problem?
Oh, I forgot about the teleport.
What if he cloned himself?
No. He can't shrink multiple carts at once because they're
Ah.
concentration spells.
We'll just take 5 then.
But the way teleportation circles work, if you've got one established, you can use them multiple times.
Yeah.
You would have to go into the city a little bit to get to the is it the Transverse Junction?
Is there one established in?
There is one for Onoa, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, wouldn't it? Can't we just go through there?
Yeah.
You can.
All right, yeah, let's just do that. We'll go through there to Anoa and then up to the Emerald Outpost.
All right. So, for the sake of ease, we'll say that you guys make your way to the portal and teleport into Onoa. So, Onoa is pretty much the same from when you last saw it. It's kind of built up a little bit more. You see the shipyard is starting to get going more. You also see that there's a few more shops that are starting to open. You even see a new Gilmore's Glorious Goods location, newly established in
Shopping.
Onoa.
It just got added to the list.
But you don't really spend a lot of time here, so you start heading north towards the Emerald Outpost. So, the way this is going to work is there will be 3 rolls per day. If 2 of the 3 rolls go poorly, then it will add extra time to the trip.
Boy.
Oh, can I add something too? During our route there, can I make a scroll with teleportation?
What's gonna be our checks?
What level is teleportation?
7.
That's going to take you 7 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
yeah.
we got like 48 to kill.
I'll say that you will be able to do it, but it's going to take a little bit longer because you guys are on the wagon.
Okay.
Jacob, what checks are we making?
These will be survival.
Zach, what's your survival?
Decent.
Mine's a +6 right now.
Mine is decent.
You're saying decent, and I'm wondering what the number is.
Because I'm role playing here, Caleb.
Oh well, I was asking
He's
you as a
role-playing.
player. No, it's okay. It's fine.
No, that's what we call metagaming, and that's not fun.
Yeah.
So, you guys get started. You have 5 carts. Who's on the front cart?
I'll go on the front cart with Sirius
Okay. Who's on the second cart?
if he would
Is
like
this like
to.
Is this a pushing cart? Is this a pulling cart?
It is
this
a cart being pulled by oxen.
Oh, perfect.
Did we pick up the oxen in Onoa?
No, they were already with you guys.
Oh, okay.
Sheldon brought them.
Nice.
Well, how about this? Animus and Cirrus in the front, so you can navigate. Locknar, you can take the back, since you can screw up anything that tries to hurt you. And then Zygon and I will watch the side.
Is there a pretty like
Reasonable.
well crafted, or I guess well used path to the Emerald Outpost from Onoa?
There, from Onoa, it's being established because Onoa as a city has only started to come up, so it's
kind of
being
like
built.
a couple wheel divots, like in a couple.
Yeah,
different
it's like a
directions,
trail. It's not like a road.
and we
yet.
have to pick one of the trails.
Yeah,
much.
it's kind of like the Oregon Trail, sort of.
I can make this.
God, the dysentery.
I can make this a lot easier and possibly even get us there quicker if Jacob allows it. But I'm going to whenever we start, whenever like we actually set out. I don't know if anyone's doing anything else before we do it, but I'll cast what is it? Find path. Yeah, find the path at 6th level.
Okay. Yeah, you know where you're going. You know the general direction.
So find the path will give this spell allows you to find the shortest, most direct physical route to the specific fixed location that you are familiar with. So because
You are not super familiar with this.
it doesn't say super, I just have to be familiar with it.
You have not seen the Emerald Outpost. You know where it is on a map, so I will say that you are generally familiar with it.
I think that's like, but like if you've already been there, why would you need to cast Find the Path? I think
Because if you're in a location that you don't know where you are relative to the place that you want to go.
yeah, but it's a 6th level spell. I feel like it's supposed to be more of a like
Hey, Caleb,
otherwise it's
how
the
about
most
we-
useless spell.
How about we stop arguing with the DM here?
I'm not. I'm just
Dearest,
trying to case this
Make
out.
a survival check for me.
I will help you.
Okay, then you have advantage.
I will also give you guidance.
So that's a D4.
Yeah, you add a D4.
I'd like to point out that I felt like whenever he cast guidance on the massage, I had like a ghost Patrick Swayze Whoopi Goldberg situation going on in my head.
Nice.
I got a 14.
14. All right. So for the better part of the morning, you guys go on. Nothing really seems to be out of the ordinary. People are kind of just traveling through. Everything seems normal. So now we'll go into the afternoon. I need Animus to make a survival check.
I will cast.
I will say, hey, you got this.
I have advantage because he did that.
He's giving you moral support.
I really needed the advantage. I'm gonna roll with my other die. That was really shitty. 18. Wait. Oh, I didn't add my survival.
You might want to do that.
24.
24.
24.
Thank
Okay.
you. You remembered and I didn't.
So Animus, as you guys are traveling along, it's probably around 2 p.m.
Okay.
You see that the trees are starting to sprout blossoms as spring is getting ever so close.
Cute.
You notice, kind of distantly in the tree line, there seems to be something out there.
I'm gonna look over to see. There's something out there.
Yep, those are called trees.
No. Hold on. Can I try to get a better look at it?
Make a perception check.
I can go ahead too.
Did you just turn into an eagle and guide him?
Yeah, I could do that, to be fair. That is gonna be natural 19 plus 12, 31.
Natural 19 plus 12 is indeed 31.
Math.
You can see these large cat creatures. They kind of look like lynx, but if they were the size of lions, are kind of watching you guys' caravan, kind of stalking. You see 3 of them.
Okay. Sirius, do you see over there? It looks like there's some sort of large cat-like creature. Do I know what they are?
They're lynxes. I mean,
They're just large lynx.
yeah.
Okay. There's some large.
What's the plural for lynx?
I believe it's lynxes.
I think it's lynx.
I don't know.
Lynx.
Abby, do you know what it is? Is it lynxes? Lynx
I
eye?
think lynx is also a pearl.
It's like moose, right?
It is lynxes.
I thought moose was meese.
Lynx
is
is
like
the plural
fish.
for link.
Lynxes.
Lynxes. Okay.
It's on my Google screen.
There's some sort of large cats over there in the tree line, and it seems like they're stalking our caravan we have here. So maybe we keep an eye on that.
Are they dangerous? Are they friendly?
Right now, well, there's 3 of them, and they're in a pack right now, so they're in some sort of hunting formation.
Do I see them, Jacob?
Yeah, after he points them out, yeah.
But they're not moving close enough for us to have any worries yet. You know, worst case scenario, they just pick off the smallest or the weakest of the bunch of us, which would be Anzu, and then they just run off with him and eat him for dinner, and then we just keep going. But otherwise, we probably are fine for now, and we can just keep an eye on it, and if they get too close, we can try to maybe scare them off, or worst case scenario, actually fight them. So
Jacob, can I use Hunter's Sense?
Hey, yeah.
Cool.
gotta love these nice nature spells and
Rangers.
abilities coming out from.
Oh, Rangers. Is that a class feature or is that a spell?
That is a class feature.
Okay.
It's an ability.
Yeah.
It's the Monster Slayer.
Oh,
class.
okay, yeah. Okay, let me.
Ooh, are they within 60 feet?
They are not.
Alright, cool. I don't use it then.
They are not within 60 feet.
Rip. Never mind.
Okay. He was about to do something cool, and then he was like, wait, distance?
Hold on. That's cheating.
Hold on, that's not how that works.
Alright.
Alright.
Sorry, I was using metric.
I was using meters, I don't know. I wonder if manuals in other countries are in meters instead of feet.
Probably.
They are. America's stupid.
That's so cool. Anyway, so it is now the nighttime. Do you guys want to push on through the night, or do you want to make camp?
I would probably
would
say we make.
I say push on.
You think
I say
so?
push on.
We're moving.
That's 2 votes for push on. What does Locknar want?
What do you say?
Sheldon's passed out in the middle of the carts. He doesn't care.
You know, well, my only thing about moving on is we're a lot more of a target at night, moving in a formation like this in a line instead of setting up at camp and being able to get some sort of defense around us.
Right, but aren't we on a time crunch?
We are. I'm giving the devil's advocate side of this the other option. I don't mind either way. I think we'll be fine. And my spell that's up right now will also make sure we don't get off the path, because one aspect of it that I didn't read was while you're traveling, whenever there's a presented choice of paths along the way, you automatically determine which path is shortest and most direct, but not necessarily the safest route. Do with that as you want, Jacob.
Do with that as you will. Well,
Zygon, final vote. Stay or go?
Should I stay or
I say
should
we
I
go.
All right, we go.
I feel like we're always staying.
On we go. Yeah, we don't need
All
another
right.
camp out.
I need Cirrus to make a survival check for me.
I will.
Aye, Captain.
Sirius, I believe in you. I'm going to guide you in this moment.
Is that a D4?
Yeah,
Or
and
is
I'm
that
also helping you. Advantage and D4.
Yeah, so you have advantage.
Alright. There we go.
Guidance is one of those things I really need to use a lot more often. I just hate just
There we
saying, here's
go.
some guidance on top of every single thing someone says when we're
It's
this
like
high
Ristic
level.
it's like Ristic Study in Magic.
Yeah,
23.
23.
that's pretty good.
So you guys continue on, not stopping to rest or anything. And you two in the front, you stay awake. Locknar, you pull in your own cart, as Sheldon has told you to do. You're fine. You're keeping your electrolytes up. You're doing good. Zygon, You have been overseeing Anzu as he's been copying a teleportation scroll. It's pretty tedious, pretty boring. So you, in the middle of the night, kind of drift off to sleep. I need you to make
Reasonable.
a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
I was actually about to ask.
A 19.
Serious.
19. Okay, so as you drift off to sleep, everything seems pretty normal. And then your vision begins to fill with smoke and flame as you kind of look around, and you can see it clears through the smoke, and you're standing in the smoldering ruin of the familiar cabin that you see every once in a while.
Please look the damn game.
You see a man in a very nice suit standing in front of you, and then a large shadow behind him, and the smoke kind of whirling into the shape of a large gargoyle-like creature.
Do I recognize that creature?
Oh yeah, that's Fraz. It's full-on
Okay.
Fraz.
Okay.
You also, something new, is you see off to your left, standing not next to you, but close. You see a new figure. A man kind of dressed very much like a metal or a steel worker. Overalls, big rubber leather gloves that go up to the elbow. A very nice goatee that kind of goes down into a point, and then two big curled up horns, kind of like Hellboy. And you can see him kind of looking at you. You recognize this as the pit fiend that rests upon your shoulder. Then to your right, you see this shimmering of something. Like the shimmering of a pure white light. And it's
Yes, I'll go towards it.
as you get closer, you see it kind of solidifies more, and for a second you see this this strange creature with wings in a circular pattern, and then multiple eyes kind of dotting within the circle. And then as you get even closer, it begins to coalesce even more, and you can see a large woman, probably around 7 to 8 feet tall, with alabaster wings coming off of her back, and a large sword kind of slung over her shoulder. And then the vision fades as the cabin continues to smolder, and you're all alone once more.
Weird.
Indeed, it was weird, wasn't it? But that's it for you. Anzu, around you finish the scroll and you begin to settle in, thinking, it's probably fine. And you drift off to sleep around 2 in the morning. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Hunter, did you hear me? There you go.
20.
20. So, Anzu, you don't dream often. You don't know if it's because of your arcane ability or if it's just your age. But as you drift, you feel yourself being pulled in this ebb and flow, almost as if you're stuck in the ocean. You awaken, so to speak, in a dark cave, and you're in a small pool of water that goes up to probably about your ankles when you stand. Things are pretty dark, but you see a few torches kind of lit every so often. What do you want to do?
Follow the torch.
Okay. So as you follow these torches, things are pretty cold down here. You feel water drip down, kind of rolls down your back as it kind of just gives you a little bit of the heebie-jeebies. As you walk through, you eventually get to this large room that looks like it's been carved out of this, out of the rock, and you can see kind of dotted throughout cages of varying sizes. Make an investigation check.
24.
24. So most of these cages are empty. But you do see a strange pool of water that is currently encased in a cage. Like it's like a water basin, basically, that is at the bottom of a cage. As you get closer, you look in, and you see these small, almost like cuttlefish-like things. They're kind of swimming around in this pool. Make a nature check.
Uh, 21.
21. You've heard of these things before. These are creatures that burrow into people's minds and convert them into mind flayers.
That's fun.
They basically what they do is they go into the brain, latch onto it, and then through means that are not yet fully known, just start using. They corrupt the mind and turn them into a mind flayer.
Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, it is kind of Baldur's Gatey. But these are called illithid tadpoles.
Man, that makes me want to replay through the game now.
It's about to come out of early access.
I know. I'm so happy.
You start hearing footsteps coming down the hall.
Fire boy, I'll wait.
Okay. Do you want to hide?
I will cast invisibility on that thing. Okay. Greater.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. So you cast invisibility, greater invisibility, my bad, on yourself, and you kind of sink off to the side. You see a familiar face. You see Shavira. As she approaches this pool, you see that she reaches down and she grabs one of these tadpoles out of the basin, and she walks back out of the hall.
I'll try to follow her.
Okay. So you follow her. She eventually, you guys get to this strange room full of what looks like scientific implements. You see a few beakers, a few test tubes, but you also see there are a few gel cells, basically. Like they're bars that have been built into the sides of this rock, and you can see a few people are shivering cold in rags, basically. And you see she opens one of the cells and she pulls a man probably in his late 50s, early 60s out, and she forces him onto a table and then belts him in, restraining him. And then she places the tadpole on the man's face. His screams begin to echo through the cave as you see the tadpole go in under his eye, and you see him kind of struggling until finally silence. And then the body kind of lays there comatose. You see she takes some notes, and she goes out.
Can I see who the other people are?
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
That's gonna be a 14.
14. You don't recognize any of these people. It looks like they're of the lower class peasantry of the country. People of all different races. You see some dwarves, humans, elves. You see a few tieflings, but they all seem rather scared.
Are they locked in a cage or what?
Yes, they are locked in their cells. Yeah,
I'll cast knock on the cage.
nothing happens.
I'll go find Shavira and watch her some more.
Okay. So as you follow behind Shavira, she eventually, you see a light kind of coming in, and as you go out, you exit and you see that you're on top of a mountain, and down, as you look down into this valley, you can see a large city that has a few large elven statues kind of dotting the wall around it. And then your vision fades away.
I literally thought you were going to say it just blows up and catches on fire.
Yeah, it's just on fire.
Is it morning?
It is now morning. Cirrus and Animus.
I was about to say, before, like, while they were having their dreams, but I didn't want to interrupt you. I was going to ask Cirrus if you would want to switch, like, an off and on being able to
Because if you don't,
sleep.
you will both gain a point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
I like
Okay.
it.
Alright.
We'll say you guys got your time.
Did I get a long rest or a point of exhaustion?
Yes, everybody got a long rest.
I would also like to make a note that was still watching the cats if they were, as long as they were
Okay.
still following us.
Yeah, they're still following you guys.
Would have also made sure that Sirius was when I went to sleep.
Okay. So it is now morning. Who is taking the morning shift? Because one of you wouldn't have been able to sleep, or would have been sleeping now, to be able to not get a point of exhaustion.
Except the last roll, so Caleb, you can have it.
Yeah, I can be the morning roll before Sirius wakes up.
All right, Anus,
A breakfast roll?
make a survival check for me.
It's a
Yes, the breakfast rolls.
roll. Oh, I don't get help for this one.
No, you do not.
I will give myself guidance. Oh no. Oh no. 14?
14. The cats are still following you guys. But they don't seem to be getting closer. And they don't seem
We haven't
to
been
be...
following the yard.
They are keeping a pretty even distance. You can also see, as you guys are getting further along, you can see a large mountain range starting to appear in front of you. You know these to be these are the Dagger Bay Mountains.
What a name.
I was gonna say I'm gonna find the path back up, but I don't know if I want to spend another 6th level spell slot on a separate day when we might get in a fight. So.
Well, you did have a long rest, so you regained your spell slot.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if I want. I only have 1 6th level spell slot, so I don't want to use it up. I don't know if I want to use it up or not. But oh god, I'll use it. I'm gonna use it.
Okay.
Attaboy.
You see kind of this bluish energy kind of guiding you along the way. Nothing happens for your first few hours as you're continuing on.
Oh, another thing is I am not wearing my goggles currently. I switched out to something else, so that it would have made more sense for Sirius to have taken the shift he did, the night shift, and then I take the early morning shift. So,
all right. So now we're getting into the afternoon. You come upon a river. Now it really is like Oregon Trail.
Ford the river.
Ford the river. Ford it.
You don't see any ferries that could get you across or anything of that nature.
how
Got
far-
Animus.
How large? Yeah, there's me. How large is the river? Like, how wide is it?
I
Locknar,
would
can you
say-
swim?
Can Locknar swim?
I don't think we need to swim. Don't worry, guys.
And we
Sorry to
build a
interrupt.
bridge.
We could build a bridge.
So it's about, I would say, probably 30 feet across.
That's a lot of river. Ooh.
All right, time to call Brendan and Zach.
I don't know. What if we cast fly on the ox and then we have like a ET fucking thing?
Well, then you just have the ox flying, carrying 5 carts that are now dangling under this.
Fly is also a concentration spell.
I can do one at a time, right?
It's up to you guys.
Wait, what's your Do you have a concentration spell up already?
Me? No.
Okay. I was just wondering. Oh, I'm gonna take 100 gold out, Jacob, or 200 gold out now because of Find the Path. It uses those both up, or it uses up 100 gold per.
Okay.
Does anyone have any good ideas here?
You see Sheldon comes up to the front. Well, you see, I am quite the swimmer, so I should be okay.
Oh,
I don't know what you guys are gonna do.
I'll get him across.
Okay.
I'll do
I
some.
don't think you really considered your ox.
Or
Oh, they're good swimmers too.
or the
I think.
entirety
Oxen
of
swim, right?
the
How
5.
deep is so?
It probably at the middle it gets around be around 8 feet deep.
It's a little bit too
That's
deep
deep.
to get the carts through.
That is deep.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I'm just very
no.
slowly.
Wait,
reading.
hold on. Hold on. I just had a brain blast.
Zach, I like your hat.
Oh, thanks, bud.
Use your wild magic. Do something crazy.
How many how many of us are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Including the oxen?
Oh, the oxen. That's gonna be 14 total.
Holy shit, we have a
14.
lot of ox.
You have 2 per cart, except for Locknar's cart.
2 per cart. So we have 5 carts. So it's
You have
okay.
five-
So
you have
8
5
oxen
carts.
and a Locknar, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Sirius is gonna cast Water Walk.
Ooh. Okay.
Would that work on the carts though?
No. We could attach floaties.
Can we freeze over?
I could enlarge the carts.
No, that might make it a lot harder because then we can't move them across with just 2 oxen.
We shrink the carts and then just like walk across and swim. I don't know.
but
Put them in our pocket.
That would be a lot. I'm just trying to think if we have an ability to use magic without just expending a ton of shit all
Hold
at
on.
once.
I can do.
I think I have control water.
Let me see here.
Use Anzu's avatar and just like throw the shit.
In mind.
Okay, so how about we make a wall of force?
It's undrinkable.
So
How about we use a
Waterwalk-
wall of force that goes across the river?
Water walk would not work on the carts, but it
The
would work
carts,
on the oxen.
So,
All right.
I here's what I think. We use wall of force across the river. Ox won't be able to see it, but they could move on top of the wall of force.
What
don't
is
know.
the dimensions of wall of force?
I think it's called wall of force, right?
It is called wall of force.
How dense are said carts?
Well, they've
It's
got
10 feet.
past
It's
the ale.
10 fucking feet.
Hold on. Hold on, guys.
Animus just be like a giant eagle and take everyone.
And you guys thought you weren't getting a puzzle tonight.
I can
Ah.
I can use control water, 4th level. It's a long one that I'm gonna have to read through. Until the spell ends, you control any freestanding water inside an area you choose that is a cube up to 100 feet on every side. That's, yeah,
There you go. Stop
Standing
the water.
water? Or is
Yeah.
it moving?
it's
Oh.
free. Well, it's free. Is it not freestanding? Like, as in, like, it's not like
Like in a
yeah. I think it's not in a container. It's not like a frozen
Yeah.
ice or anything. It's freestanding water. It's like water in space.
Water in
You
space.
can choose from any of the following effects when you cast your spell. I can either use flood, part water. You can choose. That would make the most sense, I guess. You cause the water in the area to move apart and create a trench. The trench extends across the spell's area, so 100 feet. The trench remains until the spell ends, or you choose a different effect. The water then slowly fills in the trench over the course of the next round. That is
So you essentially Moses this thing.
yeah, I can
I was
Moses.
gonna say, are there
this.
Egyptians or like Nazgul chasing us?
And the good thing is that Find the Path is not concentration. It is just something that happens all day. So I'm not going to get rid of that by doing this. I'll
Yeah,
step
I mean,
up.
that's an option.
I think that's the best option.
Yep, do it.
Yeah.
Works for me.
So I'll go up to the water, Jacob, and I'll pick out. I don't want to make it a full 100-foot cube. I think I don't have to. I think it's at up to. So I'll just do the full 30 feet across, and then make sure it's about maybe. I guess it would have to be a 30 by 30 cube, so maybe 40 by 40 cube. And
Okay.
So the water's only going to push 40 feet to the sides of us.
So you guys see Animus as he gets out of the cart, and he pulls the staff out from the cart, and then you see him slam it down to the ground as the water begins to part,
Oh,
much like Moses.
this is a full Moses.
On Moses.
Much like a full Moses. And then you can see a few fish that are kind of flopping on the base of the river. But yeah, you guys have 10 minutes to get across.
Wow, imagine
All right,
only
let's
needing
get
a
it.
pinch.
Yeah.
Imagine only needing a pinch of dust to be able to do that.
Yeah.
That's the only component for that spell.
Yeah, it's just
a
fine.
pinch of dust
Yeah.
and a drop of water. But the drop of water I can just
Literally, like, finger.
in, yeah.
All right, so you guys make it across the river. Animus, as you're concentrating, as you're standing in one of the carts. Do I want to be a sucky DM and make you have to roll for concentration?
No, you
No,
don't.
I really
No,
don't.
I'll stand on the side instead of in the carts for now.
Okay.
And then once everything's across, I'll.
And it's 30 feet. You guys can move that in 6 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't like.
How's the riverbed though?
The riverbed, you see that it's a little bit bottomed out, so you're gonna have to go down and up. So that's gonna take a little bit more time, and it's a little slick. So I need Zygon and Cirrus to make animal handling checks.
Oh boy.
Guidance on Sirius.
What is animal handling?
I believe.
Oh,
it
it's
is-
wisdom. I found it.
Yeah.
Whoever's,
Oh boy.
did you add your guidance?
I did not have guidance. Did I have guidance?
Yeah, I said I'd give you guidance.
D4.
Ooh, is guidance concentration?
Both of us get the guidance?
No.
If you guys are
Okay.
going at different times, I could do. I mean, they're
If
not
he
going
does
at
it
the
at a
same
higher
time.
level, he can use it on
No,
multiple.
it's fine. I'll just.
No, it's just
It's not gonna
it's
matter.
just a cantrip. So if Sirius goes first, I use it on him, and then when
Oh,
it's
that is
Zygon,
It's not gonna matter.
You
It's-
also have luck.
I lied.
remember.
None of you guys have guidance. It's concentration.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. Like, I need to guide you, and then the water.
The water
just-
just spills through.
Yeah.
I got a 4.
Oh
four.
god.
Also got a 4.
Holy
Whoa!
shit.
2 4s. Locknar, I need
That's
you
why
to
I
make
was
a
like, it doesn't
dexterity
matter. Like,
saving throw. All right. So as you guys are going, Cirrus, one of the oxen kind of slips, and you see its head kind of pokes into the water as it kind of slides out a little bit, dragging the cart with it. And then you see it begins to freak out as it just bolts.
Oh no.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Zygon, the same thing happens to you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Can I run down? Can I try to caress one of the?
They are charging oxen. I
Course.
don't think you're going to be able to caress or coerce.
I will cast telekinesis on one of them.
Is that a reaction?
No.
I got a 21.
21. So, Cirrus, it wasn't your fault that the oxen slipped on something. I mean, come on. But you, with your expert use of animals, you kind of correct it, and then you eventually make it to the other side. You slow them down, you get out, and check on both. They seem to be okay. Zygon, what'd you roll?
17.
Zygon, you do similar. The oxen are a little freaked out by you, not gonna lie.
That's
But
fair.
you you right the cart and you get across, and things seem to be okay. Locknar, what'd you roll?
I will not check on them because I would spook them.
What? An 18?
13.
13. So Locknar, you're having to carry this cart by yourself. It's getting kind of tiresome. You feel your muscles beginning to ache a little bit. You slip and fall and hurt yourself. You hit your knee on a rock at the bottom of the river, and it stings for a little bit, and you take 1 point of damage.
Fuck
But
you.
you eventually right yourself and you get across. Animus, everyone has gotten across the river.
Yay.
Just in time. It just ran out. Wow.
Okay. If you want it to be like that, yeah.
No, I'll just drop it.
Oh, everybody made it across unscathed except for me and my fucking knee. Am I right? Fucking chicken man.
He likes to complain a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's one of his best.
And you guys like
traits.
to make comments about people who are in the same room in earshot, and it's not funny.
Well,
I mean, I thought it was funny.
I have found that in Locknar's training, he is very, very good with positive reinforcement.
I will keep that in mind.
Locknar, you're doing
Hit the ball
a
sack.
great job.
All right, I need let's see, Cirrus. I need you to make a survival check as we're getting into the afternoon.
I will help you and give you guidance.
I'm gonna help and give you guys. You also notice that the big cats that were following you guys are no longer there.
Nice.
We got them.
Bad kitty.
We killed.
You said, Caleb, you said guidance?
guidance and help, so advantage plus guidance.
Oh, so I do get advantage.
Uh-huh.
God. That's better.
If you use the help action, you're giving someone else advantage on the roll, pretty much.
17.
17.
It's okay.
So you guys are starting to get into a more mountainous region, so the animals are starting to have a little bit of a harder time getting through. But you, being an expert with this sort of thing, get through relatively unscathed. You begin going up the mountain to the Emerald Outpost. Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary.
Oh, this seems too easy. Well, Sears, you think it'd be a good idea if I flew up and kind of got an aerial aspect now that we're in more mountainous terrain?
Sure. Go for it.
I'm gonna turn into a regular eagle because I don't want people just seeing that I'm a giant eagle.
Massive eagle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that might turn some heads.
Is
So
it a
serious.
bald eagle?
Merca? Is it Merca?
I'm gonna do a golden eagle.
Boo!
Sorry.
Hey, boo.
You suck. All right. So,
I
Sirius,
lied.
you
I'm
see
a bald eagle with a shotgun. Fuck yeah, Merca.
Merca. So, Sirius, you see Animus walk over to the side of the cliff, and then you see him full on like safety or a trust fall down, and he comes back up as an eagle. Animus, make a investigation check for me.
Yeah, that was actually just a regular eagle, and I just died. I just fell to my death. It just happened.
That would be hilarious.
It just happened to time really well. He
Perfect
wasn't
timing.
Just following this random eagle.
That'd be so funny.
Oh, let's get the eagle stats out. I guess that might make sense. There's a hawk. What the heck?
What?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm gonna use the perception of a giant eagle. I think it's the same.
That's fine.
I for some reason the normal eagle's not in this one, which doesn't make sense. Oh, I guess I get my own perception. I don't know what I'm thinking.
It's that hangover brain.
I know. Yeah, because it's a wisdom. So that's gonna be 29.
Okay. 29. You don't really see anything. You see a few like rams that are kind of climbing up the side of one of these mountains. You also see that the Emerald Outpost itself, you see it, it is resting on top of one of the mountains. You can see it's not terribly large. This looks like it's used more for like this is a meeting point between the government of Amon and the government of Singorn. It's kind of like a think kind of like Geneva or like like the UN sort of thing. Like this is a neutral ground where they can meet. Both governments have soldiers stationed there.
I can't have any power. Ayo.
Yeah. It's just kind of a meeting place for governments and political discussion. But it looks nice. It's well maintained.
Can I specifically look at the rest of the path that we have ahead of us and see if there's anything?
The only thing that seems to be of an issue is that you guys are currently going up a mountain that is not the mountain that the Emerald Outpost is on, but there is a large bridge that connects the two.
No.
The bridge spans a chasm that's, judging by how high your perception check was, the chasm is probably about 1,000 feet, and then the bridge itself is about 500 feet across.
Just so light work to get across a fucking bridge that probably is a rope bridge that probably
It is indeed a rope bridge.
That's good.
Oh, okay. I'll fly back to the cart.
Okay, you see an eagle just randomly land in the cart.
And I turn back into Animus.
Can I throw a punch at it?
Yeah, as you go to hit it, Animus turns back. Go ahead and roll a d4 damage.
4.
4. Ambience, you take 4 points of damage.
If he would have hit
sorry.
me as an eagle, it would have just turned me back into Ambience anyways.
Sorry, you scared me. I'm not used to birds
No, it's okay.
sitting next to me.
It's all good. Not a big deal.
So
So there's ahead of us. It looks like we may have a slight tricky trek across a chasm. It's one. Those classic rope bridge things that happen where like you have like things that are too heavy going across a rope bridge, and then there's like
all
a
like
whole
wobbly.
Yeah, it's all wobbly. And there's a whole scene where like the rope bridge falls and someone grabs the rope at the last second.
Yep.
I feel. Or like
Someone steps on a plank and it like breaks.
exactly like that. Yeah. I think we're gonna have some interesting experiences crossing this because of how heavy our carts and the oxen and Locknar are.
throw in that Locknar.
He's a big dude.
He is a
So,
big dude.
Weighs about as much
it-
as the ox.
It takes you the rest of the day to get to the bridge. It is around probably 9 o'clock at night. Do you guys want to go across the bridge, or do you want to rest on the other side?
Ooh. Do we vote on
I mean,
this
what's the difference in doing it at night or at day?
You can see
Same,
where
that's
you're
what we just-
walking.
Well, I can see where I'm walking now.
Anzu,
I got dark vision. I can see in the fucking dark.
I don't know what voice this is, Hunter.
It
but
was
it's
like
funny.
Italian for a second there.
It's like,
and-
yeah, it's very. Corey, you're in New York. Is it kind of New Yorker?
Even New Yorkers don't sound like that.
That's funny.
Once again, I'm all for what the group decides, but either way, we're gonna have to cross the bridge. I think Enzo's right about that. Whether he said it in a weird voice or not.
I think this time around it's not the worst idea to take a nap, and then it can be a little bit brighter so we can see where we're stepping.
True, it's not. I mean, we're so close.
But-
We're so.
Serious? What if we go to sleep and then the next day the bridge isn't there?
Why would the bridge not be there? Enzo?
That would be rather unfortunate.
What if
actually.
someone cuts it? What if someone takes it? They
Well,
could have
bring
moved it.
Bring up a good
Well,
point there.
Here's another point. If we do,
Right.
we should just stop and actually take a full sleep here, because even if we get to the Emerald Outpost in the next couple hours, it's going to be middle of the night. We're going to have to sleep when we get there anyway, so it
I
doesn't
will
matter.
cast Leoman's tiny hut.
There's a tiny hut. It doesn't encompass everything, but it does encompass you.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay.
Is there room for an extra?
There is room for technically all of you could fit under it.
I'll
It'd just be kind of
stay-
snug.
I'll stay on.
I'm gonna
first
get under it.
watch.
I'm gonna
Okay.
snuggle Anzu.
Okay.
I'll
Wow.
snuggle back.
I'm also gonna light a fire because we're on a very well, or not well used, but we're on a used path. So people up the mountain, if they see that there's a fire, would probably just assume we are traveling up to the Emerald Outpost. So Jacob's gonna make me eat those words because
Yep.
something's
I
gonna
need you-
attack us.
To roll a perception check,
Can I make
or
a
actually no, a survival check.
Can I make a quick thing also? I would like to put the fire and like where I'm camped out in a little bit more of a direct opening area, and then like maybe try to get all the carts.
Just make a fire!
the carts put over on the side so they're not close to the fire.
Okay.
25 perception.
25. You see a few other travelers come up the mountain as you are taking your watch. You also see large bats that are probably the size of Anzu, kind of flying around.
Just
There's
another
probably a
predator
cave
that can
nearby.
pick them up and take them away.
Being a gnome is hard sometimes. But nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing new. You see one of the travelers comes over to the fire and kind of warms himself for a little bit. Doesn't say anything.
Fuck this guy. This is all fire.
That's why I put it away from the camp. I didn't want it to be so close.
Zygon,
Yes.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy, are we going back to the cabin?
Going back to the cabin.
It's 15.
15. You feel your vision. You feel yourself almost leave your own body as you can see the campfire around you. Your vision goes somewhere else. You feel yourself almost like flying. You're headed north. You don't quite know where to. But
Hiding.
as you're flying, you see cities zoom past you. You see just civilization passing you by. You eventually make it to a large mountain range. And then you feel yourself kind of cresting over mountain after mountain. And then you go down. And you can see this massive valley out in front of you. You see everything around here, all the vegetation seems to be dead, but yet still here, not decaying, just in a state of petrification. You wind your way through, avoiding roots and brambles, until you eventually make it to this large stone structure. And standing in front of this stone structure is the same figure from your vision the night before. Only you see now part of her body is burned. You can see that she has many wounds. One of her wings has been completely taken off. The other one is shredded. And you can see the sword that she holds is cracked in half. She stabs down into the stonework. As she fades away, all that's left is her sword as it pulses with a blue energy.
I'd like to go touch the sword.
As you go to touch it, your vision fades. You wake up and it's morning.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, who took the second watch? Because I didn't want to stay up all night.
Who wants to take second watch?
I'll wake Sirius up. It just makes the most sense.
Okay,
Yeah,
Sirius,
I'll
make a survival check.
We'll do a little half and half. We won't do 3 watches. We'll do 2 watches.
2 watches.
13.
13. Nothing super eventful. Now, the top of the mountain is starting to clog a little bit with people. You see about 4 or 5 different caravans. But it seems as though they're respecting that you got there first. As morning crests over the mountains, you see 2 guards coming across the bridge, one human, one elf. They make it across after a few minutes.
Jeez. It's a long bridge.
The human guard says, "Okay, everyone. Who was here first?"
Us. It was us.
How many?
We have
How
5.
many
we have,
people?
people we have 6. And we have 5 carts, 8 ox, and a Locknar.
And a Locknar. I don't know what a Locknar is.
A Locknar is me, and Locknar is my name.
Oh. Okay.
He's pulling one of the carts in place of oxen.
Is he a...
No. No, he's not.
Okay.
Is this bridge stable
Well,
for all these?
it's
carts?
relatively stable.
I don't like relative. I don't. You know what,
It's
we
been
will go relatively.
reinforced. It's been reinforced with magical protections. It should be okay.
Do we do one card at a time?
Well, that would be preferable, yes.
Yeah, that would make the most sense. Alright, well, let's get this going. We don't want to keep funneling up everyone else.
Alright. Who's going first? Zygon and Anzu are going first. Okay. I need Zygon to make an animal handling check.
Oh no, this went so well the first time.
Guidance.
Gonna use a lucky.
Guidance.
Okay.
That's always a good sign.
It's a 14.
14. So you guys go across. You see the oxen are a little freaked out, but Zygon, you've done this a few times now, so you kind of know how these oxen behave. You rein them in a little bit, and then you eventually, after about 5 minutes, do make it across without issue.
We got him.
All right, who's next?
We'll go.
So, who is holding the reins?
I will make the animal handling check for this.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead, Animus.
I will also give myself guidance. That wasn't particularly good. 16. I rolled a
16.
3.
Wow.
I
Okay.
just have a plus 12 to animal handling.
Wow. Okay. So at first the oxen are a little hesitant as you see the bridge begins to kind of sag with the weight. One of them starts to get kind of skittish, and you recognize that as you calm it down.
Whoa, whoa, boy, whoa.
You make it across without issue. So now Sheldon's going to go across with his
Guidance.
2 carts.
Oh, wait, I don't know if guidance reaches that far.
I don't think you have the range.
Hold on. I run all the way back. Oh, the range is touch, so I definitely
Yeah.
don't have the range.
Nah. Sheldon rolled okay, though. You see he doesn't have any issue. The final person to go is Locknar with the Locknar cart. Okay, Locknar, I need you to make an animal. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, we're missing a cart.
Sheldon took
Can I-
2.
Okay. Can I make a recommendation that we rename Locknar Cart or Cartnar to
Cartnar?
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 Yes.
Okay, yes. Cartnar
All in
is
favor?
your turn. Cartnar, I need you to make an athletics check.
Okay.
Oh man, that's gonna come back when we're doing the finale. There's gonna be a Cartnar reference.
Cartnar!
That's what I'm looking for.
Oh,
Abby,
Jacob,
don't
are
worry,
there-
I didn't forget about you.
Jacob, were there carts in the finale? Did you just spoil the finale for us?
Time to deal with his stomach issues.
That is a 25.
25. So, Locknar, people have been mean to you this whole trip. You know what? And they don't know what they're missing without you. And you're gonna show them. So you actually lift the cart above your head and kind of sling it over one shoulder as you're just casually walking across. And as you get across, you put it down next to them, and then you grab one of the casks of ale and you break off the top, and you just as you drink it down.
Man, would it be nice to have the strength of a demigod. That would be nice.
Look at those hands at work.
You guys should try it sometime. It's pretty fantastic.
I'm over by Zygon. We're just admiring, like, oh, those chiseled features are really popping while he carries that one across.
So you guys have made it to the Emerald Outpost. As you guys get into the outpost, Sheldon comes over to you, Anzu. A deal's a deal, and he hands you the key.
And the money.
Locknar, do you remember where we kept the money?
The money?
Oh
He begins
no.
feeling around his shell. Oh, we left the money at the monastery.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunate, really.
Well, I'll give you an IOU.
He did not. That was fully
It's
you.
true. Locknar did leave the money at the monastery. I told him to grab it, and he did.
I don't accept IOUs.
I am the apprentice. You are the ones in charge of the money.
Oh no, they don't put me in charge of the money. Safe travels, friends.
Yes. Where's your coin pouch?
Oh, I don't keep money on me,
Mm-hmm.
but Locknar does.
Where? I don't have pockets, you idiot.
Well, he keeps it in a rather safe place, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
The bank.
So are you going to give me that money?
I mean, that's up to Locknar. It's his money.
Locknar?
And so you are the one who said we didn't need any more money right now.
Yes, but now that we've done it, the money.
Why don't we just call this a favor for someone that we're wanting to show that we do want him back at some point?
Because I don't care about him.
I don't believe Locknar particularly.
I don't care about your terrible aim with your lame ass knives, dude.
I was promised monetary gain.
You see Sheldon gets feel like around his shell again. Out, yeah. And he pulls out and he gives you a gold piece. Serious.
I look at it. I kind of. I do the thing in SpongeBob where he like bites it and tries to bend it. Yeah, all right, cool. I pocket it.
All right, how much alcohol is in the wagon?
There was one cask of ale per Locknar consumed one, so
total.
19.
Oh.
19 total.
Zygon, take 5.
No, Zygon, don't take 5, because if you take 5, we don't complete the order. The fact that Locknar drank one means that we're actually kind of underselling anyway, but we won't tell anybody that. We'll just say that it was 19. We're at 19.
Unfortunately, we have to take our dues out of your inventory.
I feel like that's a really
Make
bad
a
idea.
intimidation check.
Considering the fact that this guy could easily start a war, why would we steal his stuff?
Because who is he? We don't know if he can actually.
No one pulls one over on the Flagon Slayers.
Locknar technically is a Flagon Slayer.
17. He never got branded.
He doesn't even have a bid.
I'm liking Locknar and what he's doing with himself. I think he's doing a good job, and I would look forward to maybe trying to restart some sort of team
Locknar hates you and he hates
relationship with him at
How
some point.
How about massages for the whole clan, the whole group?
Ooh, I would take that.
Okay,
Though.
Andrew, you drive a hard bargain. You see, he kind of regresses into his shell, and you hear a bunch of like metal and other things kind of shaking around. Thought we were friends, but it's okay. Then you see a small coin purse comes out as he kind of drops it in front of you.
How much is in it?
There are 10 platinum.
Oh.
All right, good enough. If you need a drink, I guess come to the bar.
I take my 2 platinum
Will do.
and I give them back.
Oh, now Animus. I will be spending this on alcohol.
I would expect nothing less. You know, I recently have come under the impression that a lot of the things I've been doing that I thought were the right thing to do in order to finish my whole quest and everything wasn't actually for the greater benefit of myself or others. So I feel like this is a small start. Maybe I can see if I can get Locknar to at least give me another chance as a teammate sometime in the future. Not now, Locknar. I know we're still on a little bit of a tough circumstance, but I do miss and appreciate the things you did for this group, and I definitely crossed a few lines, and I'm working on it.
I'm glad you recognize that.
Thank you. Well, I guess this is where we part ways. Are you guys taking this up to the guy or whatever, or is he supposed to meet you here?
He's in the bar. We've got a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But you don't need to go to that. That's fine.
Of course.
Well, make sure he doesn't kill you.
Oh, he's not gonna kill me. He'll kill Locknar if he's gonna kill one of us. I mean, come on. The apprentice always goes first. Everybody knows that.
Well, Locknar, you know where we are. Give us a ring if you need any help. Teleport.
Where are you teleporting
where are you randomly teleporting to?
Dingor.
You don't have you've never been there.
I like how Hunter uses
visions
teleport.
Yeah, you had visions of a mountain. You don't know where that is.
I've had descriptions of it.
Okay, we'll deal with that next session.
Wait a second. So did Sheldon hand off that key?
Yes, he did.
Damn it.
And nobody wants to fly with me.
All right.
No.
So as you guys figure that all out, we're gonna go to Thea really quick because I don't want Abby to have to fat her the whole time.
She already did.
So
sorry, Abby.
That's where we're gonna wrap up tonight.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Shut up, everybody! I'm trying to do a thing. Okay, so in case anyone forgot, the last time we saw Thea, she was seeing a wonderful recital done by her younger siblings, and they heard a dragon's roar. As all of you see Thea around you, all of the guards begin to go for their weapons. Everybody's freaking out. And then you see this large, what looks like made of like sticks and like mud and like leaves and stuff, dragon come out on stage, being puppeted by a bunch of the kids. As you see some of the swords, the swordsman trainees are fighting this pretend dragon. It's quite theatrical. You see one of the kids cast firebolt, shooting fire out of the mouth of the dragon. It's quite cute.
Just out of nervousness, can I pull out that little like dragon compass that I bought and just make sure it's not like pointing anywhere?
No, it is not. I had to think about it for a second. But the recital ends, and all the families get together. You can see that your siblings are quite satisfied with themselves. But you guys go back home for dinner. It's a lovely evening, as everyone is kind of... It just feels like a family, for a really weird sense. But everything is quiet and calm and peaceful, I guess would be a good word for it. So the kids go off to bed, and then you and your father are just kind of sitting in his study, campfire in front of, or not campfire, but a fire in front of you. You guys are camping. And he's just reading. You see a pipe. He smokes from the pipe. Well, you did quite a good effort training the children. I see that you've grown a lot as well.
Been trying.
It appears that you're succeeding.
No, kind of being forced to.
Trauma and adventure brings growth and, well, trauma. I'm glad you're here.
Me too. I needed a break.
The gentleman that you brought with you, I'll admit I was a little apprehensive at first. But he seems nice.
He is.
Albeit a little, mysterious.
Yeah. A lot of layers there.
Yeah. Your mother liked when I got mysterious.
Ew.
Good times.
Gross.
Different time. Oh, no, nothing. No. Well, little bit.
Ew.
I guess we're just not at that point in our relationship yet. I understand.
I
I
don't
have a
think we will.
lot.
I don't think, and no, I don't think we ever will be.
I hope one day we will.
Oh my
But
god.
perhaps the day will come later. Thea, we're having a meeting of the council in a few days, as I have discussed with you. Make sure that you're ready to present all the information that you believe they need.
I will be.
Plus, if any of your friends would like to join, or your uncle, I would be more than happy to house all of them. The more the merrier.
Don't quite know where they are, but maybe I can find out.
I'm sure there's somewhere. Things are about to get real bad, aren't they?
Why?
Yeah. Got pretty scared earlier. I heard that.
The dragon, yes. I saw a few of the city guard getting on edge too. It was quite funny. I don't know how they've heard dragons shouting before, but is there anything that happened at that school that you need to tell me about? Meryl told us quite the fantastical story.
At the school, I feel like a lot happened, but I don't know that any of it's super relevant to now. Just the stuff that happened with Meryl.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go to bed. You have free run of the house. Make of that what you will. Please don't destroy anything. And if you do,
Party.
I will get you to pay for it or your guild.
Wow.
Wreck the place.
Throw us into that one. Now we have to have a party and wreck it.
Good night.
Good night.
Walk out. And you see, kind of materializing out of nowhere, you see just this lute as he begins strumming it, trying to tune it as he's going to bed.
Have I seen this before? In like the week that I've been there?
Make a history check.
I didn't get my dice.
Just all the dice.
You've been there for
okay.
way longer than a week.
No, she's not been there super long. She was traveling around.
Oh, yeah.
22.
No, 22. You've heard the sound of music throughout the place, but you've never actually seen the source of it. You assumed that it was probably just one of the people that works for your dad, probably just playing. But yeah, now you see the source.
That was you the whole time?
It was always me, dear. And he continues strumming as he goes up the stairs.
Interesting. Can I try to like snoop around his study?
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
I kind of want to see if I can find anything like about my mom.
Ooh. Okay.
Can I? Wait, do I? Never mind. Oh, damn it. Why am I so bad at investigation? It's a 10.
10. You know, you've been in this place a dozen or so times. It's not super interesting. There's a painting of the family that hangs over the desk, which you are going to be added to, he swears. They've just got to get the painter in, and it's a whole process, but you'll get there.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't seem to find anything as you're kind of looking through, and then you hear, are you snooping again? As you turn, you see Rupert standing in the doorway.
What else is there to do?
Well, I mean, I probably wouldn't be snooping around places, especially ones that belong to my father, but you do you.
It makes it safer. Not gonna kick me out for snooping.
I guess not. Is it okay if I stay here? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I contacted my mother, and everything seems to be going fine at the farm, so I'm going to stay here for at least a little while longer.
As long as you'd like.
Good to hear.
I felt like I overstayed my welcome at yours, so
No,
you
never.
stay as
Never.
long as you want.
Well, thank you. And I am going to be out for the evening. I have some business to take care of with a few unsavory types.
What kind of unsavory types?
The less you
is
know, the
this?
better.
I just don't think so.
I believe so. If things go south, I'll let you know. Don't worry, it's nothing illegal, per se. Yes, all the quotes. Okay, well, enjoy your snooping. And you see he kind of just fades into the shadows of the room.
Oh.
That's so funny. What time is it?
Probably around 11.
I don't want to go out.
You want to go out?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, don't.
First, I'm going.
No going out, please.
The city is pretty the city is pretty quiet at this point. Most of the people that the Singorn's not known for its nightlife. It's not a party city. You do see a few bars that are open late at night, but they're not. Singorn is very different from most major cities. It doesn't have a lot of adventurers coming through it because Singorn doesn't have a lot of need for adventuring parties. You see a few cafes that are open. You see a bookstore that's open 24/7 for the more inquisitive, wizardly sort of people. What do you want to do?
Did I see a direction that Rupert went in? by
No,
chance?
he full on disappeared into shadow. Like he became shadow. Like
That's what I thought. Okay.
yeah, really hard to track a vampire that doesn't want to be tracked.
No. Do I know, would like a Temple of the Moonweaver be like open? I mean, it's the nighttime.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the
it would be.
Moonweaver. I kind of want to go find one.
Okay.
Just
So you know where one is. It's towards the north or the eastern. Yeah, the eastern side of the city. And it's up kind of further, kind of built into the mountainside. It takes you about 20 minutes to get there. You eventually get there. So the Moonweaver's Temple, it's kind of sparse. The Moonweaver is worshipped in Elven culture, but it's not as heavily practiced as it once was. You can also see the opening to the Moonweaver's Temple is built almost like a sundial, but it tracks the time based on the moon. So you can see it's around 11:30 when you get there. You see a few of the priestesses of the Moonweaver kind of walking around. You also see children, because this temple also doubles as an orphanage. As some of the children are kind of running around still, seemingly not having a bedtime, because Why would you want to go to sleep when the moon's out?
Sure.
But yeah, you're kind of left alone. People know who you are. You kind of have run of the place if you want.
Interesting. What's like the setup of the building? Like, is it like?
So the
big
building
hall?
is shaped like a crescent moon.
I love that.
So in the center is this moon dial, and then the building kind of wraps around it in the shape of a crescent moon, and it's built into the side of a mountain.
Okay. Okay, cool. Is there like a library or anything like that?
I mean, there's some texts. There's like a small library. It depends on what you're looking for.
I don't know, but I love to read.
I love book.
I love books, even though I have a 12 intelligence. Okay.
Checks out.
Yeah. Listen, I like history. That's what I like. Could I see if there's like any text about like a calamity or like the first one or a possible second, like clashing
Make
of
investigation
gods,
check.
things like that. 13.
Okay. After asking around a little bit, there are some journals from priests and clerics at the time that depict the calamity, but most of them just discuss what the Moonweaver did. The Moonweaver, let me pull this up because I don't want to get any of the information just blatantly wrong. There we go. So, not a lot is known about the Moonweaver during the Calamity. Some legends go that the Moonweaver used to be two beings, and they unified during the Calamity. That is why she can appear both as a child and as an elderly woman, and everything in between. It's also said that she is the one that created the elves. Hard to know.
Yeah.
A lot of this is almost like scripture, like it's not going to contradict the creation myth that's already been told.
Mhm.
It's just going to further reinforce it.
Right.
You also know that she kind of took more of a backseat during the Calamity, not out of fear or out of lack of want, but more because her powers fluctuate based on the cycles of the moon. She's not necessarily a warrior. But there's nothing really depicting like what caused the calamity other than things that you already know from history. And there's no mention of a second calamity whatsoever.
Probably wouldn't be anything regarding like that whole disease that wipes out the elves.
No.
Oh, okay, cool. I kind of want to go to like wherever like a chapel would be, I'm assuming.
Okay.
And do some meditating, a little bit of like divination.
Okay, I need you to roll percentage dice for me.
Okay, that's it. Got it. 34.
Okay. So as you're sitting in the center of this temple, where the top of it like is in a semicircle, and you see this dark stained glass that kind of goes through, and then there's one lens that when the moon is at the center of the night sky, it will shine its light through into the chapel. As you get into a meditative, almost like trance, and begin to kind of project your energy outward, you feel something tugging at you. And that will be where we end tonight's session.
Hey.
I don't know where that came from. I'm so sorry.
Well, I want to say thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to all my players. Corey has a great opportunity presented to him, so he's probably going to be gone for the next few weeks. But that'll be okay. We're super proud of him, and we're super supportive of him. Good job, Corey.
God, I missed Locknar, too. I love having Locknar back.
Locknar is a great dynamic to the team. But
when he rejoins the team.
But Locknar may be gone, and Corey may be gone for a little while, but we'll be back next week. We hope you will be, too. We appreciate you all so much, and we'll see you on Sunday.